What is ISO 14000? ISO 14000 is a set standard created to help companies around the world reduce their adverse impact on the environment. The ISO 14000 series of standard was introduced in 1996 by the International Organization for Standardization (ISO) and most recently revised in 2015. The standards were developed by a non-governmental organization and are intended for use worldwide. Organizations that implement ISO 14000 standard, particularly ISO 14001, which outline a requirement for an environmental management system (EMS), which can seek certification through accredited third party. Now, why ISO 14000 is important in EMS? First, for risk reduction, which is to identify and mitigate environmental risks proactively. Second, for continuous improvement, which is drive ongoing enhancement of environmental performance. And then for reputation and trust, there is for example, ISO 14001 certification shows verified commitment to environmental responsibility. And the last one is structure framework, which is to help organization manage and reduce environmental impact effectively.
There are a few key standards in ISO 14000. First, ISO 40001 Environmental Management System (EMS). It set out the criteria for establishing an effective environmental management system (EMS). It can be certified to and help organizations improve environmental performance through efficient resource use and waste reduction. Second, ISO 40004 General Guideline on EMS provide guidance on the development, implementation, maintenance, and improvement of an EMS. It complements ISO 40001 but is not meant for certification. Third, ISO 40020 Environmental Label and Declaration provide guiding principles for environmental labeling and declaration. It ensures these labels are accurate, variable, and non-misleading. Fourth is ISO 40031, which is Environmental Performance Evaluation. Is guide organization on how to evaluate their environmental performance using appropriate indicator, data collection, and analysis method. Next, ISO 40040 Life Cycle Assessment (LCA) Principle and Framework. For this, ISO outline principle and framework for concluding life assessment (LCA), which evaluate environmental impact associated with all stages of a product life. Last but not least, ISO 40064 provide guidelines for quantifying, reporting, and verifying greenhouse gas emission and removal. It consists of three parts: addressing organization level, project level, and verification processes. There are a few impact on organization based on a few ISO. First of all, ISO 14001. It enhances regulatory compliance, improve public and stakeholder image, and can lead to cost saving through better resource management. For ISO 14004, the impact is support organization in better understanding ISO 14001 and help small or developing organization prepare for the ISO 40001 certification. Next, ISO 40020, it increased consumer trust and informed choices, promote transparency and credibility in environmental claim, and help organizations communicate environmental aspect on their product effectively. Next is impact on organization for ISO 40031. Provide insight into environmental impacts and trends. Second, help in identify area for improvement. And last, support management decision making and reporting. For ISO 40040, promote sustainable product design and development. Second, identifies areas to reduce environmental impact across the supply chain. And third, inform strategic planning and environmental decision making. Last, ISO 40064. It enhances transparency and consistency of greenhouse gas reporting, support climate change mitigation strategies, and last, help organizations participate in carbon market meet regulatory requirements.
Case study Google LLC. Google has received ISO 40001 certification for all of its US data centers in January 2012. This made it the first major internet service company to be awarded external certification of both ISO 40001 and OSAS 18001 for all of its data centers. How Google LLC applies Plan, Do, Check, and Act or PDCA. For Plan, Google establish environmental objective and identify legal and environmental risks at each facility. For Do, Google implements its environment plan through operational control and training. For Check, Google monitors and measures its environmental performance from time to time. Lastly, for Act, Google takes corrective action and updates its EMS or Environmental Management System for continuous improvement in the future. For implementation of ISO 14001, first, oil consumption. Google has reduced oil consumption by 67% in its emergency backup generator by minimizing their use and through structural modification. Next, attention to efficiency. Google has cut energy use in its data center by 50% and use less than 1% of total electricity used by data center worldwide. Next, wind energy. Google signed a PPA with Next Era Wind project to buy 114 megawatts of wind energy in Iowa and another 100.8 megawatts in Oklahoma. Lastly, for innovative cooling, the Mahina, Finland facility utilized an underground tunnel from the Baltic Sea for cooling and reducing the need for energy-intensive electric chiller. For environment improvement achieved by Google, first, reduction of carbon emission. Google data centers, traditionally known for high energy consumption, now operate using around 50% less energy than the industry average. Second, water conservation. Google is now using cooling system that use seawater instead of fresh water, which significantly reduce the stress on local water supplies. Lastly, energy optimization. Google achieved an average power usage effectiveness PUE of approximately 1.1, which signifies minimal energy waste and contribute to reduction in electricity use.